I would define political polarization as people with different political perspectives and values being unwilling to talk to each other or learn from each other.
Polarization has become a sort of buzzword in modern American politics. We hear it all the time, in the news, from politicians, and in every other aspect of our daily lives. Essentially, all political polarization is a difference in beliefs between different political parties. But it's come to be a lot more complicated than that. As government becomes more and more cutthroat, it's the average American who's suffering the consequences.
So I think having people that have different viewpoints than you is necessary in government, no matter what you're looking at. It's how you grow, it's how you get better, and it's how you know you're making the best decision for our community.
The benefits of cross party collaboration or working with people who you disagree with is that everyone's voice and perspective is heard. But political polarization makes this harder and harder to do. As we become more polarized and we have less in common, it's harder to work with people who you disagree so strongly with. And it's not just the government who's guilty of this, it happens to everyday people as well.
Being willing to look inside ourselves and see how we're complicit with the polarization, how we're unwilling to compromise, how we're unwilling to talk to another. I think unless we can come clean with ourselves, we really can't expect others to join us at the table.
Part of overcoming political polarization is overcoming bias. This means recognizing your own internal bias and working to overcome it. One of the most efficient ways that you can combat closed-mindedness is by caring about politics. Campaign for issues that you care about, talk to people, and get involved in local government.
Yeah, I would argue that it's probably more important to be involved in local government than it is nationally. I mean, right now with what we have going on, it's super important to be involved nationally, but local government, city councilors, county commissioners, your 9R school board, your LPEA board, which is coming up to vote, and we all have such a direct effect on you.
While it's important to care about national politics, it's also important to remember that local government has a much bigger impact on your daily life.
Everything impacts the community in one way or another. And being more involved certainly gives you an idea of what's happening and what's going on, but how it can impact you personally as well.
While you're working to combat polarization within your own life by speaking with people who you disagree with and recognizing your own bias, remember why you care. A government that's too busy fighting itself because its members are too polarized to agree on anything doesn't have time to focus on the issues that are important to you. This is why reducing political polarization is such an important thing to do, because an ineffective government doesn't help anyone. And the solution is to start small. Aside from reducing polarization within your own life, you should also be showing up locally. Small-scale elections have a huge impact on your life, your neighbor's life, your town, and your entire community. These elections aren't less important than national ones just because they affect less people. Small-scale elections have a huge impact on your life, your neighbor's life, your town, and your entire community. These elections aren't less important than national ones just because they affect less people. In fact, local elections usually have a bigger say in what's going on in your life than a national one does, which some would argue makes them even more important than big elections.
It's really hard to be an informed voter or to make any difference in the world or make any difference anywhere if you're not involved in the decisions that are being made that affect your life.